What's up, y'all? Go down and hit the like button as you come in. I appreciate you guys coming through. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? It's Josh back with another video. I'm excited to have you guys here. Well, this night, you know what I'm saying? It's 8:30 at night where I'm at. I'm on the West Coast. But it was a couple topics that I couldn't wait to cover. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to, talk about them right fast. You know. But shout out to everybody that's here. Go if you can speak in the chat so I can know who's here. I can speak to you guys back. You know what I'm saying and everything. But welcome. If this your first time here, go down and hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying, and hit the like button and all that good stuff or whatever, like every other YouTuber says. But I appreciate all you guys coming through. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate it. And also, if you're watching it on the replay, you know what I'm saying? Just pay attention. I got a couple things I want to talk about. As you can see, the kind of in the title, you know, I'm gonna talk about that Dish network hack that happened. Let's actually just go on, kick it off, and start right there. So let's transition over. Okay, all right. So I did this video on the Dish Network, you know, the TV provider, how they had a ransomware attack, and it kind of affected a lot of their internal systems. And I'm only showing it to you so you guys can get an idea of where this actually came from. But if you can see, you know, I got a pretty decent amount of views on it or whatever. It was a lot of people, you know, that this has impacted, and they actually found my video and were asking me questions and all kind of stuff. So I wanted to just kind of, I don't know, go through an update. But this is the article I originally covered. It was on CNBC. But I wanted to cover, you know, what's new. You know what I'm saying? Because some of those questions, they were, you know, pointing out the issues at the company that they were still facing that's not being reported in the news, until I actually found this other article, or I actually looked into it and saw this other article. You know what I'm saying? That was talking about it. But just to go through a few of the comments, I don't know if you guys can see it, but um, some people were saying, let's say, I'm experiencing all of this. My services went down yesterday and hasn't been back up since. My bill is current, but I can't pay a bill if I needed to. So people can't even get into their accounts. I'm not 100% sure if it's still going on like that, but this was 12 days ago. This was when I put up the video, around when I put up the video. But can't get anyone on the phone to talk to. I can't log into my account. I wait on hold for 4 hours only to be hung up on. And that's one of the issues it talks about in this new article I found, how people can't get through the customer service. And so, let me see, my social security number was stolen during this attack. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people, you know, I don't know, responding to my video, and I really wanted to at least give some type of update that I could find. I know I'm not the center of news when it comes to stuff like this, but I do try to talk about it as much as I can. Let's see, Mark right here. He says, I'm a Dish Network customer, may not be much longer. What I'm worried about is if my info was stolen. Yeah, and I believe it. Yeah, that based on that last article I read, they said it wasn't stolen, you know, because typically what happens in a ransomware, they just well, sometimes they do copy the data over, but most of the time they just encrypt the data so the company can't access the data, and then try to charge them, you know, some form of cryptocurrency or something to that effect in order to get back access to that data. So I don't know. Let's see. Oh wow, thanks for the explanation. Let's see. Dish is a parent company of Boost Mobile, and Boost is having issues as well, network wide. Okay, so this was affecting Boost Mobile. I haven't seen any articles on Boost Mobile. You know. Let's see. It was some newer stuff that I seen. Here we go. Yeah, I sent a payment to Dish on February 28th, and Dish lost it. Now that was super crazy. You know what I'm saying? If this is true, you know what I'm saying? They actually lost a payment. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know they probably have lost access to their financial system. You know what I'm saying? That's detrimental to the company. And I also heard their stock is, you know, is going down and all that stuff. So, but anyway, let me get to the newer article. Like I said, I just wanted to cover those comments so you guys can kind of see what people are asking me. But frustrated Dish customers still spending hours on the whole, weeks after ransomware attack. And this article was, when was this put out? This was March 23rd is when they actually put it out. It says a month after the ransomware attack on Dish Network, many customers say they're still having technical issues and face wait times of up to 15 hours when they call to ask for assistance. So the TV and wireless service provider problems began February 23rd. Um, when a multi-day outage disrupts Dish internal servers and customer service operations. And that's what it said in that original article, that that's exactly what they went after, the hackers in general. Now it says preventing Dish users from making payments and accessing their accounts. So yeah, the company confirmed in February 28 filing with the SEC that the outage was a result of a cyber attack. So yeah, and based on what I remember, based on what I it was ransomware. According to what they confirmed, it was a ransomware attack. Now it says in the statement dated Wednesday on Dish.com, Dish said payment systems are back up and running. So they did get their systems back up and running. Stated dated Wednesday. Okay, so a couple days ago. That's crazy. And the call center capacity is increasing daily, warning that it would still take a little time before their systems were fully restored. So yeah, that sucks. But many frustrated Dish customers say it's still nearly impossible to reach customer service 4 weeks after the breach. Yeah, and this shows how this can, like, these types of attacks can cripple, your organization. That's why you need to hire guys um, that's on top of it with the cybersecurity, and we also need to get guys that can get into the cybersecurity field. And that's why I kind of cover these things, try to push people to actually get into that, that area of IT. After spending 6 hours waiting to speak with customer service, one brief conversation with representatives who transferred the call to another department, Susan McCloudon gave up for the day and decided to call again first thing Saturday morning. That's when that went even worse, she said. I got a message that says our call volume is unusually high. It says your wait time is 847 minutes. Wow. That's over 14 hours. The couple finally managed to get their service reactivated in time for their travel this week, but they are already dreading what will happen when they try to turn it off at the end of the trip. So we fully expect we're going to have to go through this whole routine again in a week. So just I don't know, just I just wanted to kind of give y'all an update. Let me drop the link down in the chat, and let me see who's saying something in the chat. Let me shout out everybody that's coming through. Hold on. Oh man, Kev Tech, what's up, bro? Lemon Carrot, what's up, man? Good evening. How you doing, man? Um Blurred Out, he says, what's good, brother? First time catching streams live. Yeah, I typically don't stream this time of night, you know what I'm saying? I'm typically, getting ready for the next day and everything. My man Big Bad Wolf, what's up, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Shout out to you. um did I say Big Bad Wolf? I meant Big Bad Bull. What's up, man? Shout out to you. Oh man, Kev Tech, thanks man for gifting the memberships. I definitely appreciate it. Oh, you did too, man. I definitely appreciate that. Shout out to you, Kev Tech. I definitely appreciate it, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Gabe, hey, what's up, bro? Shout out to you, man. Let me see who else. Who else? Who else? Data Bunny, how you doing? Yeah, how you doing? And just so you guys know, if you're just coming in, I was covering this Dish Network thing that happened, cyber attack that happened, and like I said, it was a lot of people, um, commenting on my last video where I covered it with that ransomware attack that happened at Dish Network, and they were asking questions, and I didn't know where to point them, you know what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to cover like an updated article where I seen that people are still having those issues, and I just wanted to point it out to you guys that that this issue Looks like it's close to being resolved, but still not there. You know what I'm saying? So definitely wanted to share with you guys. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys was a TikTok analysis that was done by organization CIS. And mainly, this was just because I got a lot of, I don't know, somewhat pushback when it came to a video I covered about TikTok and why I think, I wouldn't have a problem with it being banned and everything. Well, I read this article before I did the video, and this kind of breaks down everything. This gives you a real analysis of TikTok as a company, um, with the access that they have to people's data. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of wanted to share this with you guys. I had it bookmarked from last time I did that video, because I always do a lot of research when it comes to before I put out those article style videos, because I want to make sure I know what I'm talking about and I'm putting out the best, or the most proper information out there that's accurate as possible, that's out there. You know what I'm saying? And so I always try to do that. So this was one of the articles I saw, and this did like a technical analysis of the company TikTok. So I'm gonna put it in the chat so you guys can check it out. But as you can see, we assess that TikTok, a video sharing app we initially discussed in 2021 blog posts, poses a risk to users and U.S. security more broadly due to the Chinese Communist Party ability to leverage the app for influence operations and as data harvesting clearinghouse. As reported by CNBC, February 2023, the app forces regulatory pressure from officials across various levels of government, calling to regulate and even ban the app in the United States. In response, TikTok announced plans for a transparency project called Project Texas in July 2022. Despite this, any solution still enabling CCP oversight and data to flow through Chinese servers via TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, leaves the risk that the CCP will leverage the app to serve geostrategic goals to harvest data and manipulate the U.S. populace, census, and influence operations. And so this kind of covers TikTok as a vehicle for influence operations. And I won't go through it all, but they pull in information from Pew Research, basically saying 10% of Americans, reported that they regularly consume news on TikTok. So that's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? 10%, just that number, it don't seem like a lot, but that's a lot of people right there. Uh, that that's more than triple the total of 2020, which was 3%. So yeah, a lot of people are consuming their news from TikTok. Additionally, 26% of U.S. adults under 30 said they ingest news through the app. Yeah, and that's one thing I noticed, man. Everybody, I talk to about TikTok or whatever, especially young people, I got like a little brother, you know what I'm saying? Other people, younger than me or whatever, and they use TikTok as news. There's no need for TV. So, hey, goodbye Dish Network in a couple years. But yeah, they use TikTok for news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure people are finding out about Trump's indictment. That just came down. It's coming from. They find out about it through TikTok. So hey, that's just the way the world is now. But um, yeah, that's a lot of people though that are using this for it now. Let's see, China's intelligence agency also lacked the checks and balances that apply to U.S. entities, meaning that they can potentially harvest and exploit data from TikTok without the oversight and accountability governing their U.S. equivalents. So that's really where the problem is right there, in my opinion. uh, China don't follow the same rules we follow here in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys know that because a lot of you guys know more about, TikTok and well, you guys know about the tech industry. You know what I'm saying? How China has their own, internet where they ban and block a whole lot of stuff on their regular internet. You know what I'm saying? You can't see the same things you would see over here on the US. You know what I'm saying? They have their own way of they basically do this to their citizens. They track, exploit data, they use it. I mean, in certain areas in Asia, they have a social credit system or online credit system, where based on what you do online, affects you in the real world, um, as far as like credit. And I'm not talking about like monetary credit. I'm talking about like your social credit. Let's see. Given the Chinese security laws abiding Chinese companies and individuals to cooperate with a wide array of intelligence work, the CCP holds the authority to drive the app's recommendation algorithm to manipulate content, and that's another problem. The manipulation of the content. I heard that a lot of the ratchet stuff we see on TikTok, they don't see in China. They push more of educational content, kind of like what I'm doing tonight. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's like two different TikToks at the end of the day. Um, like all the bad influential stuff is pushed on us, within the application, but over there it's totally different. You know what I'm saying? The way their algorithm is set up. So hey, it's crazy. But this goes even deeper into it, and I don't want to read this whole article. Um, you know what I'm saying? But it covers things like censorship as influence, concerning data collection practices. This breaks a lot of that down, so you can see a little bit more and you can get a detailed analysis from this organization. Now, I think they put out great information, or they at least put the information together in a good in a good way, so you guys can read about it. But I just wanted to cover it. Let me put the link in the chat again. Oh, and I see a couple more people. Let's see who's coming through. MGTOW Universe, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Shout out to you, bro. Um, and so to my final topic, because I wasn't planning on sticking on here too long. I know I'm kind of moving through this stuff quick, but my final topic is dealing with setting goals. Now, this topic actually came about because of a conversation I had on my man Gabe A's channel. We were talking about, yeah, and if you're not subscribed to Gabe A, make sure you subscribe to him. He's got the great cybersecurity information that he puts out on his channel. If you're trying to get into the cybersecurity field, I definitely highly recommend his channel. Definitely check him out. He puts out a lot of great information to help you guys get in. What's up, network, bro? I just not seen you, bro. What's happening, man? How you doing, bro? I thought I gave you a wrench, bro, but maybe because I ain't seen you in a while, I probably took it away. But yeah, let me put you back on there, bro. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. I hopefully I need to go check out your channel and see if you're still doing, because I know you be taking breaks sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But that's another great guy, network, bro. I interviewed him on my channel like last year or something like that. He covers a lot of CCNA stuff. He goes through, was it the 101 labs? I know he was, well, when I was around his channel a lot more, he was going over that 101 labs for the CCNA, I believe. Shout out to him, though, and hopefully he gets back on that content. You know what I'm saying? If he's not doing it, I haven't been around to see, or I haven't gotten any alerts from your channel, so. But shout out to you. Thanks for coming through, man. But yeah, thank you, Kev Tech. Goals are important, and it's best to set up your goals. And actually, I should have did this. I should have looked up what I was going to talk about so you guys can see a representation of what I'm talking about. Let's see, smart goals, and this is basically what I wanted to show you guys. And let me bring it back up. Um, I'm sure you guys have heard, if you've heard of it, but I mean, you probably have heard of this, but this is what I follow to create goals. Um, and let me bring up my channel again, or my browser. There we go. All right. So this is the format I follow when setting goals for myself, for my tech career, for uh, everything in life. Pretty much when I write down things, I have like text files like crazy organized on my computer, with different goals and different things I need to achieve, by dates and all this stuff. But I follow this format, and it's SMART. It stands for specific. The S is for specific, and that's make your goals specific and narrow down for more effective planning. That's the first step. Then M is for measurable. So define what evidence will prove you're making progress and reevaluate when necessary. And that's very important to do. So when you set a goal, it's not a problem with it. You making adjustments. Things come up. Life changes happen. I don't know. You get married, you have a kid, something like that that pushes out your goals. But um, just try to reevaluate as much as possible and adjust when needed. Like, things sometimes have to get pushed to the right. Now, attainable. Now, this is very important. You want to make sure you can reasonably accomplish your goal within a certain time period. So if you set a goal for 6 months, you know what I'm saying, you need to evaluate that goal and make sure that you can reasonably, accomplish it during that time period. And then relevant, you also want to make sure it's relevant to what you're trying to get to. So, for instance, um, I'm trying to think. Let's see. Trying to think of a situation that happened to me. Or no, we could just talk about relevance in general. Relevant. You wanna, like, you don't wanna put steps in order in reaching a goal that are not relevant to your actual goal. That's the way I look at it. I look at it like, okay, you hear about this new certification that comes out, and I'm gonna just use this as an example. Dealing with something else that's kind of hot right now, but it doesn't really align with the goal that you're trying to reach. Just ignore it and then come back to it. Like, write it down, jot it down. Make sure it's relevant to what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't let like your interests outweigh what you're trying to do to reach a goal. You know what I'm saying? The relevance. And then the time base, which is T. So set a realistic ambition and ambitious end time for task prioritization and motivation. So yeah, you want to be realistic with the time that you put in to, or the deadline that you put in. You don't want to, oh, I'm gonna get that CCNA in a month. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get the CCNA, and then I'm gonna get the CCNP. In like 3 months. You know what I'm saying? If it's not feasible with everything, you have going on in your life, you want to make sure you have the time, to actually accomplish that. And you may want to space out or push out that end date, and make it more realistic to the way you study. You know, to the way, the time that you have around your job, if you work in a job, different things like that. You want to make sure it's realistic. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that kind of explains what I wanted to cover. I mean, I know it's kind of short, but that's mainly what I wanted to do. This is what I use every time I'm like setting goals. I go through, these steps, kind of narrow it down as best I can, what I'm saying, and put together exactly what I want to what goals I want to reach, and make sure um the time that I set for it, the end date or whatever, is realistic. You know what I'm saying? I basically follow these steps. So hopefully that guys hopefully that's beneficial to somebody, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully that helps people. And I know you know, some people go through and watch the replay, but yeah, try this out. You know, think of something that you're trying to do. I mean, as far as in the tech field or whatever, like whatever goals that you want to reach, and follow these steps. You know what I'm saying? Follow this smart um this way of putting together your goals, and then just start tracking it from there and try to reach those goals. You know what I'm saying? And also, well, lastly, I do offer mentorship for free. So if you're interested in it, you know what I'm saying, I'll drop the link down in the description of the video. But yeah, you can sign up. I mean, not really sign up. It ain't no signing up. You know, I don't charge for it. So all you gotta do is click the link for my calendar event, and you can set up a 30-minute session with me, and I could go over helping you set up your goals in tech. You know what I'm saying? And it's around my work schedule, so sometimes I have to adjust times and stuff like that. But I'll definitely get to you. You know what I'm saying? And now my channel's small, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the best at this, you know what I'm saying? But I give you the information that I got to help you. And I always say, don't, just depend on me. It's other people out here that's putting out great information. Um, my stuff may not resonate with you, but someone that I'm affiliated with, what they put out may resonate with you more. So I'm sure you can hit those guys up as well. Like I always shout out KeepItTechie. I always shout out Professor Black Ops. I always shout out Struggle Security. And Struggle Security, go on, drop your link in the chat. KeepItTechie, go on, drop your link in the chat if you're still here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all you guys, man. Y'all y'all do a lot, bro, to help people, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? As even though I'm like a content creator along with you guys, I appreciate you guys because you guys are adding value to the community as well, in a major way. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So all right. So shout out to everybody that came through. If you guys got any questions, you can go on and drop them in the chat, but I'm not gonna be here much longer. Um, you know what I'm saying? Just if you got any questions, just let me know about if it's about the smart goals, if it's about anything I talked about, that Dish Network stuff, which like I don't really have much information other than you guys gotta contact Dish, you know what I'm saying? And then the TikTok information, I I don't know. I really like that article by the Center of Information or Internet Security. They did a good job creating that. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, and if you guys just drop y'all links, man. I really want y'all to drop y'all links. And shout out to Zone. Shout out to you, bro. Good to see you in the chat, bro. I definitely appreciate you coming through. Well, let me go on and end it because I know nobody really have any questions. But hey, if you're watching the replay, leave a question down in the comments and I'll respond to you. But I definitely appreciate all you guys coming through and your support. Shout out to KeepItTechie. He donated to the channel. I definitely appreciate it. You don't have to donate. Not asking people to do that, but he helps, a couple people get that membership. So um, I definitely appreciate you doing that, and I'm sure they appreciate you doing that as well. But again, hope you guys have a wonderful day, productive, rest of your week. I know it's just one day left. I'm excited about it till the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm finna go shooting this weekend, man. So, but hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and of course, keep it techie.